During the time when Buddhism was popular in central India, in a certain citadel, there was a lay disciple of the Buddha who made a wish to make offerings to a monk. He searched everywhere and found a monk who had attained enlightenment. Arhat then invited this person to come to his house every day to receive offerings. In the house of the above-mentioned lay person, there was a dog. When the monk ate, the dog squatted next to the table. The monk conveniently held a ball of rice for the dog to eat. The dog was eaten, so it had a lot of sympathy for the monk. Every day the monk came to eat, and the dog was also fed by him every day. The dog remembered the bhikkhu. The bhikkhu also knew the dog's thoughts. So every now and then he gave him a ball of rice. Therefore, the dog has even more sympathy for the monk. Just like that, for a whole year, the dog was destined to die and was reincarnated in the royal palace of the king of Antu as a princess. At birth, she knew her previous life, when she was a dog in a layman's house, and shared meals with the monk every day. She remembered everything clearly. One day, the king of Noyetta sent Sutit to Ntuc country. The king of Ntuc saw that Sutit was a gentle and talented person, and very intelligent, so he married the princess to Sutit and told him to take the princess back to Noyetta country. The princess followed her husband back to Noyetta country. Every time she met a monk who had become a monk, she was very happy. She recalled the time when she disguised herself as a dog, because she was given food by a monk and had sympathy for him, so she could have a human body in this life. To show her gratitude, she thought it best to set up a large altar to make offerings to the monks. Buddhism in Noyetta country is very prosperous, there are many monks who have become monks. Every day the princess brings food to 400 to 500 people, all of which she takes care of with her own hands. Absolutely not using other hands to do it. Once the offerings were completed, she herself took care of the cleaning. The servants in the house all praised her wholeheartedly, and gave her the title of King, if the princess comes here and cleans it herself every day, we should make an effort. After that, the servants secretly hid the brooms, thinking that they would take care of the cleaning themselves and should not let the princess do such things anymore. The princess couldn't ask for her broom back, so she took a new shirt from the chest that she had worn the day before, rolled it up and used it as a broom to sweep the ground. The husband saw the princess using her shirt as a broom to sweep the ground. So he said, "Why don't you use the broom instead of using your shirt to sweep the ground?" "Isn't that a waste?" the princess replied. "In my previous life, I did not have anything that could be used as alms, I only had kindness towards a monk, but in this life I received blessings and was born as a princess. I have never had to worry about making a living, naturally I have a shirt, so is it a waste to use it as a broom?" Although she respected the Buddha's teachings and made offerings to the monks, I have never seen the monks give her a single penny, while the clothes she wore were earned by my own hard work and money. The husband spoke to advise the princess. The princess then explained to her husband. "I heard an arhat say that in my previous life I was a dog, raised in the house of a disciple of the Buddha. Every day a bhikkhu came to this person's house to eat, so I sat under the table and waited for the bhikkhu to pick up a handful of rice for me to eat. I am very sympathetic to the bhikkhu, because of that fate, I was reincarnated in this life into the king's house. I would like to ask you, wasn't everything I have today something that monk gave me?" After listening, the husband saw that what his wife said was very reasonable, so he said, the only thing she did was to treat a monk with kindness and receive such great blessings. The Buddha Dharma is truly inconceivable. In truth, this husband was a bit stingy, but when he heard the princess tell him the story of cause and effect, his heart immediately changed. From then on he knew how to give alms to the poor and make offerings to the monks without regret. Cheap, helping to spread Buddhism among the people.
Thank you for spending your valuable time on my channel journey to enlightenment. Wishing you a very peaceful and happy day. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my support channel. See you in the next video.